Hi guys, welcome back. How do you solve this kind of question? You have log 1.728 base 1.2. It's very simple. I don't know if you've watched my video on logarithm. If you've not watched it, then I refer you to those videos. In that video, I told you there is a relationship between the logarithm as well as what? As well as the indices. Because by the definition of logarithm of a number, say n, so is a base to which such number is raised to give you that number. You understand now? So what I'm trying to say now is that we have log n base a equals x. Indeed, this x is your logarithm. So this s is your logarithm. You understand now? So if that is now cleared, then by the definition, I said when you have the logarithm of what? Of a number n. So it is such a number with which this your base is going to raise to give you this n back. So from that, it implies that I can obtain an initial equation from here. So your n is going to give you a raised to power n. I hope you understand now. So this is logarithmic equation, and this is called what? Initial equation. And you can see that there is a strong relationship between the indices as well as the logarithm. In fact, the principle of working in two are the same. So in essence, when you have this kind of question, then I used to advise students that what you have to do is to what? Is to first of all convert that logarithmic expression to an initial equation. So in essence, you just say let log 1.728 base 1.2 equals x or y or any variable of your choice. You understand now? Or any variable of your choice. So if that is clear, then from what I've said here, recall log n base a equals s implies what? N equals a raised by s. It means if you follow the same what I did here, then you are going to have what? 1.728 is equal to 1.2 raised to power h. You understand now? So, and you can rewrite this in fraction. Even if you have something in decimal, then it is advisable to change it to fraction. Then you will see what you are going to do. Then you have 1728 divided by 1000 is equal to 12 divided by 10. I hope you understand now. So you will see that although this one is standard, we know that my 1000 is what? My 1000 is 10 raised to power 3. You can rewrite that. Then if I were you, I would now think, okay, now what of 1728? Is it 11 raised to power 3? Because somebody that actually gave the question know that you will have a solution. You understand that? Then you now think, okay, now will 11 raised to power 3 give me 1728? No. You understand that? It cannot give you. So, but 12 can give you. So the reason why I said you have to guess like this is that they may give you a cumbersome number, you cannot find what? You cannot find their cube root or square root. You understand? In that case, you have to guess. So it means 12 divided by 10 raised to power h. And what do you observe? You will notice that I'm having the same what? The same number here. Just that if I rewrite this 12 raised to power 10, everything raised to power 3. Then 12 divided by 10, everything raised by s. Recall that when you have a raised by b, everything raised by 3 is the same thing as given to each of the what? Of the numerator and denominator one by one. What do you have now? You will see that we're having the same base. Then you can just equate the base. By equating the base, so then I have that my s is equal to 3. Here you go. So, and that's that. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. I will see you in the next video. Thank you.